Good evening and welcome to the Sky Zone HD Game of the Week. We are in Wilkesboro, North Carolina tonight as Ashe County has traveled down the mountain. We are at Wilkes Central High School. I am Dusty Farmer. Along with me is always the man, the myth, the legend, Mark Hudler. And Mark, this is kind of I guess you could say a battle for first place. Ashe County comes in here undefeated in the conference. Wilkes Central's got one loss, so big conference matchup tonight.
Oh, it's a huge conference matchup tonight. Of course, like you said, the Huskies have no loss. So they want to come in. Actually, the Huskies are a game ahead of everybody right now in first place. They want to come in and take a stranglehold on first place. And Wilkes Central wants to remain in the chase and get right back and tie it up and jumble it up in. As we've talked before, these two don't like each other.
Ashe County comes in tonight riding a 10-game conference winning streak, and that's got to be a school record, Mark.
Oh, no doubt school record, and yeah, it's got to be because, of course, last year was the first year we went undefeated in the conference. So, and that's just a credit to the coaching staff and these kids the last 2 years on the team. This team, of course, we talked about, juniors, a lot of juniors. Lost a lot of experience, but boy, this team right here tonight has really grown up right in front of our eyes. And we talked earlier, we knew they could be good. We was just going to wait on them to get there, and they just got here a lot quicker, I think, than everybody expected.
We'll get into our Ashe County forward keys of the game, and the first key tonight is stop the run. I know it kind of sounds like a broken record. We talk about it week in and week out, but tonight the Huskies face another prolific ground game.
And you're maybe talking about Conference Player of the Year and Joe Ray Morrison, the running back. He's very good. He's a tremendous runner. He's just a junior. This league's loaded with a lot of juniors that are good football players. But, yeah, like you said, it going to have to stop him. I mean, that's the key. Of course, watching film, looks like the H-back takes you right where the ball's going, but he's going to get it a whole lot.
Our second Ashe County forward key of the game tonight is take care of the football. Last few weeks, the Huskies have kind of been bit by the turnover bug. They've turned it over a little bit, and you just can't give Wilkes Central extra opportunity.
Absolutely not. And you're on the road, so you got to definitely take care of the ball anytime you play, but definitely on the road in a hard place to win. But, yeah, you're absolutely right. Last couple of weeks, Huskies offense, have moved the ball, and then they've hurt themselves with turnovers. So, they got to get that straightened out tonight.
And our final Ashe forward key to the game is we got to cut down the penalties. Penalties have just killed drives, especially last week. We backed ourselves up behind the chains, got in the red zone, backed ourselves up with penalties, and some of those pre-snap penalties, and we just can't have that.
No, just cannot have them. And, again, that goes to show a little bit of inexperience, being excitable and stuff like that. But, yeah, absolutely. We talk about it about every Friday night. Turnovers and penalties, you got to cut down on them. And like you said, that has really hurt this Husky offense the last 2 weeks.
All right, Dr. Pepper players to watch. First for Ashe County is number 7, Bowen Krause. Last week, Bowen had a great game on the ground. He had 20 carries, 147 yards, along with a 50-yard run, and also had a touchdown on the ground.
Bowen has just been tremendous, and we can take that back to the second half of the Elkin game, what this young man has done in the absence of Timothy Peterson. And I thought Timothy was going to play this week, but he's out again this week, so we need that senior number 7 to step it up again for us.
And for Wilkes Central, it is Joe Ray. He is a phenomenal running back, and you talked about he's probably the could be Conference Player of the Year. He's a stud.
He very much could be the Conference Player of the Year. We'll see how it fans out, but this defense has really stopped the run good here in these last 3 or 4 ball games. But, yeah, we got our hands full tonight.
Huskies are lined up ready to kick it off. There is 18 seconds left on the pregame clock. I think they're going to let that run out. Now they have reset it to 12 minutes. So we're ready to kick it off here from Wilkes Central High School. Timothy Peterson doing the kicking duties once again for the Huskies. Andrew, excuse me. And there's a flag. Looks like Ashe County may have been offsides.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what they're going to call here for him to kill that pretty quick, but I don't know. Of course, you're missing your kicker. He's a good kicker, and I'm sure they don't want to kick that ball back there deep to Joe Ray and some of this speed. We didn't really talk about that, and we'll get to it. We know this is going to be an athletic football team.
They called it offsides against the Huskies, but they haven't moved the football yet. Yeah, they have not moved the football yet, so they're going to have to move the football back.
Yeah, you're right. We always kick off from the 40, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, where the officials are getting off to a rip-roaring start here.
That's what you want to see.
Yeah, it sure is. But anyway, here we go. We're going to get ready to kick this thing off, and then, like we said before, this is just a huge conference football game tonight.
And you mentioned it, Mark, and we didn't really talk about it. These teams don't like each other, so emotions run high here.
It sure does. It's a rivalry, always has been, basketball, football, whatever. It's going to be a tough night. Kick
taken at the 30, a nice open field tackle.
Number 2.
Yeah, great tackle there. We kicked it over in the corner. Looked like he had a little bit of room, and I think that was...
I think it's Drake Elliott.
Yeah, Drake Elliott, if you can believe that, down on the special teams making the tackle there. And they're going to have pretty good field position here, but like I say, and this defense has been sort of bend but don't break. Let's see. Well, in the last couple of weeks, they've done a good job creating turnovers.
Central in the gun, and Huskies jump off sides. They're going to give 5 free yards to start the game for
penalty flag
the Eagles.
Indications offsides against the
Mark, those Wilkes Central numbers are awful hard to see from here.
They sure are hard to see. Should have outlined them babies a little better, but anyway, looked like Current there was a little anxious, and that's not the way you want to start.
Central is in the gun and hand it off to Joe Ray Morrison, and he's going to pick up maybe 3 yards on it.
Yeah, but you had the first down penalty, and we talked about that at the outset, so there's a penalty on the defense that hurts. Nice little 3 or 4 yard pickup, and we talked about this last week with the Church from North Wilkes. We've done a very good job of not letting him have the big play.
And Ashe County jumps off the sides one more time, so it's going to be free first down. So this Ashe County forward key to the game was penalties, and so far we are not
50%.
Yeah, we are 50%.
Well, I mean, and I don't know if it's anxious nerves, but you are on the road too. So, and I'm sure there's some anxious out there, but you got to settle in and watch the football and be disciplined.
First down.
Handoff is to Morrison once again. He goes left side. He's trying to get to the corner, and he's going to stretch it out and be tackled, but not until after a gain of 7 yards.
Yeah, just a nice play by Wilkes Central. Of course, just got him on the edge there, and actually, Husky's done a fairly decent job coming up, because if he gets outside and gets a crease, he's going to be a hard man to catch.
And it's 2nd and 4 for the Eagles. They motion a man, take the snap, and the quarterback's going to keep it, and Ashe going to tackle in the backfield.
Yeah, great job, and I think that was Baldwin in there, the senior. Of course, they faked the jet sweep and then faked it to Morrison. The quarterback was going to keep it on just a power there, but nice job by the defensive front there, coming up and knocking him back for no gain.
Third down.
A big third down play coming up now, 10:50 to go. We'll call it 3rd and 6. Takes the play, handoff to Morrison. He is tackled for a huge loss.
I tell you what, right there.
Gabe Baird.
Yeah, Gabe Baird, and I couldn't, maybe Baldwin again in there, but we blitzed the run right there, expecting to see the run, and that's what we saw. And we just, about a 5 yard loss. Interesting. No, looks like he might be bringing his punter out. I thought he's thinking about going for it.
So we'll bring up 4th and 9 now for the Eagles, and it looks like they are going to elect to punt. Back deep for the Huskies is Kraus. And it is a kind of a rugby-style kick, and it takes a North Wilkes roll, and it's going to be down at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, so we're going to start here on the 18-yard line, and let's see if we can get it going, because the offense is, like we said earlier, has moved the football the last couple of weeks, played very well. The Elkin game, we didn't score in the second half. But that's basically because of the mistakes and everything. So if we clean that up, we'll be ready to go. And we hadn't said a whole lot. Dawson Cox had another good game last week. He's right at 2,000 yards. And we're going to need him to be big.
Cox in the gun on 1st and 10 from the 18. 4 wide receivers for the Huskies. Cox takes a snap, hands off to Kraus on first down. He tries to go right side, and he's going to be tackled for a loss.
Looks like they may have. Looks like we got a stoppage here. He might have got a half a yard right there, but of course went off that left side and just didn't have a whole lot of running room.
2nd and 9 now for the Huskies. .27 to go here in the first quarter. Still scoreless opening drive for the Huskies. Cox with 3 receivers to one side, and now it looks like Wilkes Central's going to jump off sides.
Yeah, it looks like maybe both of these defenses are a little anxious tonight. So they help us out here with a 5-yard penalty. So that's we'll take it. See if I'm going to look for them to try to get Poe here involved pretty early too.
3 receivers to Cox's right, 1 receiver to his left. Fakes the handoff and goes screen. Looks like it is to Poe. He cuts back, middle of the field. There is a flag down. Looks like there's going to be a hold against the Huskies.
Dalton Cox pass complete to number 1.
Yeah, watching the JV game last night, the JV team was very successful with this play. So, and of course, you want to get it to your playmaker, but I think we're going to have a hold over here. So, nice play going to be brought back. And I tell you, both teams looks like here early, it's either tight, jitters, or whatever, but both teams here early are making a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, both these teams know what's at stake tonight. A little more maybe so for Wilkes Central. 2 losses in the conference would be hard for them to recover from.
Yeah, it would be in this league. You know, usually it's either you're undefeated or you lost no more than 1. But that would be hard to recover from. But this league's pretty balanced this year too.
It is. 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 now for the Huskies. It backs them up once again. Cox in the gun. Takes a snap. He's got pressure off the edge. He's going to have to get rid of it, and he does. Gets it out to Kraus. And he is still on his feet at the sticks. Cuts it back. And good pickup by Kraus.
Yeah, nice job. Like we talked about, he's quick, he's shifty, and he's fast. He's just not the biggest man in the world, but he done a good job there to getting this up and making it a manageable 3rd down here with
he picked up more than I thought.
3rd and 4. Yeah, he got about 10, 12 yards off of that.
Number 34, Ahmad Carlson on the tackle.
3rd and 3 now for the Huskies. Ball on the 25-yard line.
3, Ashe County.
Cox in the gun. Takes a snap, looks to throw on 3rd down. Gets it out to Kraus out of the backfield. He's got the first down and more. He's down the sideline. He's at the 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Huskies. Just got it to him out of the backfield on a little wheel route, and he was gone.
Yep, and then go back to the game last night. The JV's had some success for that play. So, and like we said, kid's got speed.
I thought he's going to be caught about the 20.
I did too, and then kicked it in another jet there. So just a great start here for the Huskies on their first offensive series, and a big play by Bowen Kraus. That senior's having a heck of a year so far.
Peterson on for the PAT.
How far was that?
Number 14, Andrew Peterson to attempt the point after.
Kick is blocked. So it makes it 6-0 Ashe County. So we'll take another look at that Kraus touchdown on our Greens Excavating instant replay.
Wilkes Central nothing.
Okay, your Ashe County 4 drive summary. Took the Huskies 4 plays. They went 78 yards. It ended in a 70-yard touchdown pass from Dawson Cox to Bowen Kraus. The extra point was no good. So with 7:55 left in the first quarter, that brings your score. Your Ashe County Huskies 6. Wilkes Central Eagles 0.
So, Marco, once again, we overcome the penalties and just got it out to Kraus. And he just Done a heck of a job.
I mean, maybe this is the deal because they've gotten pretty good at that the last couple of weeks. I do want to mention one thing. Tell me one of the reasons we've lost 2 ball games the last two, or Elkin lost a ball game. That extra point could loom big.
Oh, yeah, huge. And the same thing in the North Wilkes game. That kind of pushed them to go in for things they didn't want to because they didn't get the 2-point conversion.
Just a great start for the Huskies. The defense had some penalties, and they come out and got done, what they needed to get done, forced a punt. So just a great start.
Ball taking it about the 15-yard line. It's up to the 20. And going to be tackled. And once again, looks like Blevins in there along with Gabe Bear.
The 2 linebackers got down there that time. And just good coverage on. Maybe they're a little upset because they've given up some touchdowns on the kickoff. And I'm sure that's been something that's been worked on too. But let's see if this defense can get another stop here.
And, Mark, one thing we haven't talked about yet, of course, we are sitting on the Wilkes Central side tonight, but this may be one of the times where we have just as much depth as they do.
Yeah, really. I mean, both teams have got low numbers for what they usually have, so it's not going to be a case of anybody wearing anybody down, I don't think.
Central in the gun once again. And it's going to be an option. Quarterback's going to keep it now. Pitches it to Morrison. He's at the 40, 50. We may not catch him. He is at the 20, and he is gone. Touchdown, Wilkes Central. One play.
Oh, just like we talked, just like that. Morrison goes, 80 yards there for a touchdown. Nice play on the option.
We haven't seen the option in a few weeks.
No, we hadn't, and they blocked it very well. We had a guy get too far outside, and when he cut it up and hit the sidelines, it was goodbye.
Yeah, we wasn't going to catch Joe Ray Morrison.
Number 21, Brian Francis.
So, Neil, we talked about last week how we thought it'd be just an offensive battle, and it kind of became a defensive battle. And this week, maybe just both offenses.
Yeah, maybe a shootout tonight. Like you say, we expected a shootout last week, and we got a defensive battle till late in the game. So,
extra point is good for Wilkes Central, so they now hold a 1-point lead, 7-6.
Yeah, we're just going to have to keep the offense going there. And we talked before the game, Dusty, the big key, like last week, with the very good running back from North Wilkes Church. We didn't let him have the explosive run, and right there, of course, Joe Ray had the explosive run. So I guess, Dusty, a little adversity here. See how this team reacts to that on the road. Of course, we knew 6 points wasn't going to win this football game. So, and I think they knew that too.
Keenan Witherspoon and number 21, Drake Elliott.
Drake Elliott and Witherspoon back deep for the Huskies. As they tee the ball up. And it's a squib kick down the middle. Huskies touch it, but now it's picked up. Poe picked it up in the middle of the field, and he's going to be tackled at about the 28-yard line.
Yeah, he not bad. About where we started at the 18 last time, so a little better field position here. Of course, they probably didn't want Poe to end up with that, but Wilkes Central done a good job covering the kick.
Yeah, and Coach Hampson's kind of done the opposite. He's put Drake and Witherspoon back, and he's moved Poe up because everybody's just kicking it short on him.
Yeah, he's sort of trying to see if he can't hide him somewhere and get him in there.
1st and 10 from the 30 for the Huskies. 2-back set for the Huskies this time. And handoff is to Krause. He cuts it back, but not after a big pickup of 8-9 yards.
Yeah, that's just gotten a run set there, the 2-back set, and very nice blocking by this young offensive line. And Krause, one thing about him, we said it, he's not the biggest guy in the world, but boy, he'll stick his nose up in there, and that's a very good run on first down.
And he kind of gets lost sometimes in behind those linemen because he's so
sure
small.
Does, and this is a good down here to take a chance, 2nd and 2, or take a shot.
His second short. Looked like Wilkes Central jumped off sides, but they got back. Cox looking to throw, and he's going across the middle. Gets it to Poe at the 50-yard line. He's going to be tackled. They're going to give him up to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, there you go. Nice 15-yard pitch and catch. Good job by the offensive line. Cox stood in there and throwed a rope right there, so good job.
Is enough for Husky first down.
Brandon Shore, will you please report to the press box? Brandon Shore.
Huskies work quickly back to the line. Cox in the gun. Looks to throw on first down. Gets it to Spoon. He is hammered.
Yeah, they're going to set back in that zone and come up and hit people, but nice job right there. We'll take the 5 yards. Good job, and he did get hammered. Good job by Spoon to hang on that football.
Cox pass complete to number 19, Keenan Witherspoon. Brought down
2nd and 5 now for the Huskies. Got a stoppage at play. I don't know, they're fixing a helmet or something.
It looks like they're fixing a jersey there, pulling them back down over the pads, I guess.
2nd and 5 now for the Huskies. Cox stands at the 50-yard line in the gun. Takes a snap, hands it off to Kraus. He's got a huge hole, cuts it back. He's at the 30, still on the outside. He's all the way down to the 20-yard line and just short of the 20.
Oh, yeah, and there we go again. Good blocking. He gets it up in there, hits the seam and shifty, and then nice, 20-yard pickup right there by Mr. Kraus. He is really just really doing a heck of a job.
It's amazing how much he's improved from his sophomore year.
Oh, just tremendous, last year job and everything, he didn't work or didn't play, and they're glad to have him back.
Cox is a jump pass. Looks like that's to Poe. He cuts back, and he may get in. It'll be Austin Poe touchdown. They just set the screen up to Poe's on the outside, and great blocking. He went 20 yards.
Yeah, very good. Like you say, won about 21 yards there. Good blocking. He made one guy miss, and, hey, we've talked about it a lot. That's our guy. I mean, he's our playmaker. He's our one that we expect big plays from, and just a tremendous job right there.
Ashe County now leads 12-7 with 5:29 to go. Peterson on for the PAT.
The point after.
Low snap, and Peterson does a much better job this time, and it is through. So we'll take another look at that Austin Poe touchdown on our Greens Excavating instant replay.
Ashe County 13, Wilkes Central 7.
Okay, your Ashe County Ford Drive summary. The Huskies went 70 yards. It took them 5 plays. It ended in a 21-yard touchdown pass from Dawson Cox to Austin Poe. Andrew Peterson added the extra point kick. With 5:29 left in the first quarter, that brings your score. Your Ashe County Huskies 13, Wilkes Central 7.
So we'll see if the Huskies defense can do a little bit better job. Last time Wilkes Central had the football with one play and Joe Ray was gone.
I mean, the first drive they done what they needed to do, and you could expect that.
He's going to get his yards.
He's got to limit it and try to keep him from doing, a whole lot of that. But like I said earlier, we're going to have our hands full.
Carlos Reyes-Martin back deep along with Morrison. Peterson to kick off for the Huskies. And it's Pooch kick toward the corner, and it's going to be taken at the 28-yard line, up across the 30, down the middle. Oh, man, almost broke free.
Yeah, of course, like we say, we've seen that a couple of weeks, and guess who? You want to bet
Drake
that
Elliott.
tackle? Drake Elliott made that tackle, and it looked like he was getting ready to hit the seam there. Good job by Drake. Wilkes Central's going to have good field position here, but this defense has just got to see if they can step up.
You know, Mark, at this point, if they keep getting a good return, I may just start kicking it out of bounds. Give it to them at 35 and be done with it.
Yeah. I mean, you probably could.
Wilkes Central gets to play from the sideline.
Right now, we got around 200. By the way, I'm doing.
Yeah, they're going to be deliberate a little bit.
Quarterback keeper up the middle. He breaks free, and there's a flag down in the area of holding.
Yeah, it looked like Mr. Keegan Church got tackled right there, which is one of our defensive linemen. And you can't do that.
Now, that is illegal still. That's going to back up the Eagles. 5:18 to go here in the first. Huskies lead 13-7.
That was one of the ones at the very beginning.
That's now going to make it first and long.
And which, if anybody's listening to our broadcast out there, they've heard me say this a lot. Wilkes Central don't want to be behind the chains.
No, they
want
don't.
to stay on track.
They don't throw a lot. When they do, they chuck it deep.
When they throw, and when I watch them on film, it's power run, and when they throw, it's drop back and throw it as far as you can.
Hope somebody catches it. Looks like the Huskies are going to bring some pressure once again. Wilkes Central checks the play from the sideline. They kind of got that college thing going on where they hold the boards up.
And they're like I say, they're going to take your time.
There are 3 seconds on the play clock. They're going to have to hurry, and finally they're going to call a timeout. Sometimes you can get too cute.
Yeah, you can, and I don't know what they were. You know, a lot of times when you line up like that, they want to see how the defense lines up too. So yeah, just about ran out of time, but they did get the timeout
that's
call.
the funny thing. Ashe County pretty much comes out in the same formation on defense most of the time.
Most of the time, and then they sneak up and blitz.
Might bring some pressure.
Yeah, but anyway, and you know, later on here in the first half, that could be a pretty big first down or timeout.
Absolutely. If anything we've seen here in conference play, timeouts and extra points have loomed large.
It has for this Husky team, you know.
So far, it's been to our advantage.
So far, it's been to our advantage, like you said, at Elkin. I mean, huge. They didn't get an extra point, and we won by two points. So we talked about it when we missed our first one. That's a big deal. I sort of like, because we do know Peterson's a good kicker, him and his brother. So I do like really Coach Hampton not, as they say, chasing points right there. He just went ahead and decided, you know, I got confidence in my offense. We're going to score more points tonight, so he went ahead and kicked it.
From their own 32.
So we're back in action now. Central in the gun. They're going to shift Morrison over. Now they check the play once again back to the sideline. Play clock down to 9. They snap it, fake the jet sweep, and quarterback up the middle, and there's Gabe Bear once again.
Yeah, and then looked like Kobe Baldwin's come to play too. Looks like that whole defensive line and linebackers, all of them's come to play tonight. So going to still be second down in 15 here in the. That's what you want to do. Trying to think if they had attempted a pass, but this might be where you need to look for one.
I don't think they've attempted one yet, and they fake the sweep. Handoff is to Morrison up the middle. Huskies are right there for a loss.
Yeah, and I mean, if you got Joe Ray right back there on second down, I might do that too, because you just never know one job. And we talked about this earlier in the year, and I think it helps the non-conference teams we play, where we play so much wing T, and they try to set that middle up. So far in this conference season, they ain't nobody got a whole lot of yards on us.
Even when Taga and Highbrighton didn't get a whole lot of yards up the middle.
Just defense has been very good.
And they fake the sweep. They're going to throw once again, and he's got him open, but overthrows. And it's a good thing that was an overthrow because he had him beat.
Yep, and like we said, I mean, that's their first pass, and it's a shot. I mean, I watched, of course, last week's Elkin game, and it really, you know, and they may come out and do something different, but it wasn't a whole lot of screens or nothing. They just pretty much take a shot, and teams that don't like to throw the ball, they don't look good doing it. And, I mean, that was just, of course, the Wilkes Central guy had him beat. had our guy beat. And
Looks like they're leaving the offense on the field.
Well. Yeah.
And now they're going to back him out into a punt.
There you go.
Ooh, I got to it.
Yeah, that was that Baldwin again in there? Baldwin's been in there about all night. So Huskies going to have pretty decent field position here and see if we can stay hot on this offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, one thing about Baldwin, he's got a motor. He just don't stop.
No, sir. And this is senior year. I've coached that kid in Pee Wee ball and everything, and he loves this game.
He does. This is his thing.
This is his thing.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 28 for the Huskies. The offense comes out leading 13-7 with 3:31 to go here in the first quarter. 2 back sets once again for the Huskies. 3 wide receivers. Cox in the gun. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, gets it out to J.J. Manning, and he's going to pick up 5, maybe 6 yards. Maybe they're going to forward progress up to about 7 yards.
Yeah, good job. And like we've said this before, that's an extension of our running game right there. Just get out there quick, try to make the first guy miss and get some yards. Nice play, nice 7-yard pickup on first down.
Yeah, and it's kind of I think Cox just reads what the defense is doing, and he just tells JJ what to do, and then throws the quick comeback. Handoff up the middle. That's Ryan Blevins. Look out. He's at the 45, all the way up to the 50. And we haven't seen him run the football in, well, probably since 7th, 8th grade.
Yeah, and I mean, and Coach Hampton's always done this. He knows that kid would be an asset back there, but they're so good on defense, he just don't use him on that side.
He's had some shoulder problems, but now he's finally healthy.
Yeah, and he has. And, I ain't got a problem handing that ball to 32.
He may run a little upright, but he will run through you.
Oh, he's a tough kid.
Kraus the lone back now with Cox. 4 wide receivers, 3 to the top. Manning the lone receiver to the bottom. Trying to get it to Poe in the shallow, and he's looking deep. He's got a man. He's trying to get it to Poe, and it goes incomplete. Gave Poe a shot, and a good throw, just couldn't come down with it.
Yeah, he did. He gave Poe a shot right there. He threw it high where only he could get it, and, we've seen him come down with that a lot right there. Just a hair where he couldn't get it, but that's a good throw and a good time to take a shot right there.
Yeah, and you got to loosen that defense up.
Yeah, because they're starting
to creep forward.
Yeah, because we're throwing the short stuff and running the ball well.
2nd and 10 now for the Huskies. Cox in the gun. Gets the snap, hands off to Kraus on 2nd down. Cuts back, huge hole, and he's going to pick up the first down. And it's going to be awfully close.
Looks like he's just maybe a little short.
But man, you said it. What a hole! That was huge.
Huge hole, and then I'll say it again. He don't back down from nobody. Great job by Kraus. Great job by the offensive line. Here comes Mr. Blevins.
You may see Blevins getting on 3rd and short.
It wouldn't surprise me at all. But I think right here you might go for it.
3rd and a short 1 for the Huskies. Handoff is to Blevins on 3rd and 1, and he has got the first down and motors ahead up to the 35-yard line.
Nice 5-yard run. Good push by the offensive line, and like we talked earlier, ain't nothing pretty about that young man. He gonna run. He likes contact, so he's gonna run that ball in there.
First down.
Hey, Mark, we actually hadn't had time to talk about it. Timothy Peterson is out tonight again with that ankle sprain, but man, the job we've done on the ground the last 2 weeks.
With Kraus, and now you're getting a little bit with Blevins there, and then also Drake Elliott last week.
Oh, absolutely. He had 2 touchdowns last week. Cox looks to throw on 1st down, and he rifles it on the out to Poe, and he's going to be tackled after about a 7-yard gain.
Yep, good timing. We throw that a lot. You're on the out right there, good timing, and Poe come awful close to breaking a tackle right there. So good job on 1st down. And this Husky offense, don't want to jinx them here. Just keep going, and so far we've not had a penalty on this drive or anything. Just keep chugging here and see if they can put some more points on the board.
47 seconds left here in the first quarter. 13-7 Husky lead. Huskies are driving once again. Ball on the 28-yard line. Cox takes a snap, looks to throw, throws it back on the shallow, try to get to Ballard and throw it behind him.
Yeah, he did, and that's dangerous when you throw that ball right there behind him. He throws it out in front of him, we might have a chance there. Ballard made an awful good effort to catch
Took a shot for it, too.
And I tell you what, yeah, he got lit up there by the Wilkes Central DB.
Will Emma Matheson please report?
Does stop the clock, 3rd and 3, 29.7 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Big third down here, but I think you'll go for it in this situation. 2 down territory.
Cox takes a snap, hands it off to Krause up the middle, and he has the first down. I'm telling you, I love the success on the ground.
Oh, I do too. And, you know, we had that last year all year long. And again,
hats
did you
off.
see the hole?
Yeah,
I mean, hats off to them guys down there. You got, of course, Jackson Crider and Current. And also Baldwin, of course, your lone senior. And then you got big old Jaden Treadway over there. There's
Pennington. There's all
doing a tremendous job here early.
Cox looks, throws, got pressure on the backside, throws it to Poe, and it is a touchdown. That was a beautiful throw, and he took a shot. He laced that one.
You can't throw it no better than that, like that right there. And like you said, he took a shot, and that's one thing he's, you know, you don't want to get hit. You're an 18-year-old kid, but sometimes he's moved out of there, but he stood in there, and he took a shot right there and delivered a strike.
Now, he stepped into that one and threw the ball like that. I mean, we hadn't seen him throw it with that kind of zip yet.
Oh, yeah, it was just, like you say, an absolute dart.
Huskies lead 19-7. Peterson on for the PAT. And the kick is no good. So Huskies now lead 19-7. We'll take another look at that Dawson Cox to Austin Poe touchdown on our Greens Excavating instant replay.
Wilkes Central 7.
All right, your Ashe County Ford Drive summary. The Huskies went 72 yards. It took them 9 plays. It ended in a 24-yard touchdown pass from Dawson Cox to Austin Poe. The extra point was no good. So at the end of the first quarter, your score, your Ashe County Huskies 19, Wilkes Central Eagles 7.
We'll take a break here at the end of the first quarter. We'll be back with the Sky Zone HD Game of the Week after the break.
Ashe County Ford in downtown West Jefferson wants to be your first and only choice for all your automotive needs. They offer a lifetime warranty on most of the vehicles they sell. They offer the best prices on new Fords and pre-owned vehicles, service, parts, or body shop repairs. And locally owned and operated with the friendliest and best staff, they are your answer for anything automotive you need. The High Country's Ford dealer since 1919. Ashe County Ford. You make the drive, we'll make the deal.
When it comes to insuring your home, business, automobiles, and property, you want an agency you can depend on. Miller Insurance has been serving this region for more than 60 years and are proud to now represent Everett Cash Mutual, which specializes in insuring farm property, equipment, livestock, and more. Before you renew your insurance policies, give us a call at 336-246-7151 or come see us in downtown West Jefferson. Miller Insurance is proud to be your hometown insurance agency that supports our hometown teams.
Welcome back to the Sky Zone HD Game of the Week as we get ready to kick the ball off to start the second quarter. If you're just joining us, the Huskies lead 19-7 down here at Wilkes Central High School. The Huskies give up basically one play.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the defense, of course, we got to keep playing. A lot of ball game left here, but we give up one play on the defensive side. And just playing offensively, playing very well. Lights out in the first half, and I tell you, like you said, we just seen a great throw from Dawson Cox.
And the kick is short once again, and it bounces, and they finally pick it up at the 15, and he breaks through, flag down, and he's finally going to be tackled down at the 45-yard line. I believe this one's coming back.
Yeah, I think it's coming back, but I guess that's why we don't kick it deep. But
I'm telling you, kick it out of bounds.
We've covered the pooch kicks very well. But anyway, right there, we're going to catch a break right here, a holding call, like you said, way back to about the
24-yard.
Yeah, 24-yard line, and he got it up to, of course, Ashe County's 40, so that's a big penalty right there.
And while they reset the chains, we'll take a look at some other area scores. Right now, Elkinmark is up on North Wilkes, 21-7 down in Hayes.
That's a good football team. I mean, North Wilkes is a pretty good football team, but Elkin is a very athletic football team.
Starmount is all over West Wilkes right now in Millers Creek, 21-0. And East Wilkes is up on Allegheny right now, 14-13.
That's somewhat of a surprise there. That's a big 1A battle, too, there for playoffs.
Yeah, that game is in Rhonda. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles. 11:50 to go here in the first half. Huskies lead 19-7. Takes the snap. They're going to run the option once again, and he cuts it back, and nowhere to go, and he's met at the line.
Number 9,
I thought he's going to get something back out of the cutback, but we done a great disciplined job there staying home on the other side. And that looked to be that option play that they scored on earlier, and we done a much better job of taking the quarterback and taking the pitch man away. Very good job by that Husky defense right there.
3 on the play. He's going to bring up 2nd and 7.
And I tell you, the defense was well prepared, and of course was talking to Coach Hampton up in the box at the JV game, and he talked about some stuff of how they line up, and pretty much felt like they knew what was coming out of that certain set, and it looks like it so far.
2nd and 7 now for the Eagles. Hand off to Morrison, and he's bust up the middle, and luckily we grab him by the ankles.
And it looked like 32 in there again.
Blevins.
But Wilkes Central's line right there up front opened a pretty good hole, and I thought he was in business, which he did pick up a very nice 7-yard gain there, but it could have been a whole lot more.
That'll be 3rd and 3. Big 3rd down for the Eagles.
Yeah, it is a big 3rd down for the Eagles. It's also a big 3rd down for the Huskies, because I just don't think you can score enough points tonight.
I don't think so either. 10:27 to go, and they fake the pitch, and the quarterback keeps it, and he's going to be close, but that Husky defense just drives him back.
Where them two linemen are, he's not even real. He's a good yard short here. I think
it's a big 4th down.
Of course, players on the team, the Wilkes Central players on the team are begging the coach to go for it. Oh, this could be interesting right here. But they do line up in that. They don't really take nobody out to punt. They line up like they maybe are. One thing, you got to watch the football. They may try to draw you off.
Yeah, we've fallen for it a couple times.
Yeah, and then they shift into the punt. So it'll be interesting to see what they do right here. I think the Huskies here are going to play at normal defense.
Yeah, I mean, just let the ball roll dead. I mean,
yeah. I tell you.
Like they're going to maybe keep the offense out, and they're going to hand it off to Morrison, and he's got the 1st down, and Moore, he breaks another tackle. Trying to set it up, spins out to 50, and finally tackled across the 50-yard line.
I tell you what, and we said it, man, he's electric. He is. He's just really electric there. Good job by Wilkes Central to get him a little bit of crease there to get going, and got that 1st down easily, I would say. So, I guess this Wilkes Central coach said, heck with it. Of course, we don't want to go down much more, so he took a chance right there, but he has probably got the best player in the conference in the backfield.
We're a long ways away, Mark, and we can still see his muscles from here.
Oh, yeah.
He's a built young man.
I mean, like I say, through middle school ball, I've seen him play since he's little. He's a tremendous football player.
1st and 10 from the 50 for the Eagles. Snap, they give it to Morrison again, the left side, and he breaks through, and he may be gone. And he's going to be slowed down, and then finally going to be tackled at the 7-yard line.
Yeah, again, looks like they may be trying to get him really going, this offensive line, on these last couple of plays. They've really done a well of a job there. Give his Husky team some credit there. They chased him down, showed a lot of heart to get him down there. But again, and this is what we cannot let do.
7-yard line.
Be 1st and goal from the 7 now for the Eagles. And it's going to be a direct snap. Quarterback's going to take it, and he's going to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, they just come down on that drive and pretty much just shoved it down our throat and said, here you go. So there you go here with the Wilkes Central driving a very impressive drive here. Of course, a big 4th and 1 play down here, and Joe Morrison got 40 yards. So, but just going to have to, as we talk about a lot, when you face adversity on the road, you got to come back and answer. So they answered the first time.
Looks like Wilkes Central's going to go for 2 here, trailing 13-19. And be a timeout. Wilkes Central has 2 timeouts they've used so far.
Yeah, so they'll have 1 left for the half here. Yeah, if they're going to go for 2, they want to make sure they got the right play call here. These big 2-point conversions, which we talked about earlier, these extra points, they can loom huge later on in the football game. And I believe, Mr. Farmer, we're in for an all-nighter here.
We very well could be.
Going to be a good football game.
Well, we got to break the action. We'll take a look at our Miller Insurance scoreboard. North Wilkes has scored. It is now 21-14. Elkin leads down in Hayes.
Yeah, I mean, that'll be a good one. North Wilkes, they got the running back, and last week they threw the ball well. And the biggest thing last week is this Husky defense is forcing turnovers late that really helped them win the ball game.
And over in Ronda, East Wilkes has scored again. They now lead 20-13.
That's a little bit maybe a somewhat of a surprise to me, but I mean, and I've thought so far that Allegheny to me has been a little disappointing.
Avery leads Madison 7-0, and that's been an exciting Avery football team to watch this year.
Oh yes, sir. They lost last week to a very stout Mountain
Heritage hadn't lost a conference game in
2 years, I think, 2 or 3 years.
So they go for 2. They go under center, and they pitch it to Morrison. He tries to get outside, and Hussey's going to stop him short.
Great job right there, like we talked about.
Well, they fumbled the football. They're going to call him. Oh, wow.
Oh, man. That's,
I don't know about that.
No way. I don't guess we can
we can't challenge.
We can't challenge, but man, it looked like he was on the ground and the ball come out.
Like he was rolled around.
But anyway, so they do get the 2-point conversion, so that's big for them here. But I ain't quite sure. But it don't matter. There's some more adversity that you just got to look and see if you can answer them here.
So now it's 15-19 Wilkes Central with 8:43 to go here in the first half. See if this Huskies offense can come out and just stay hot. They have scored their first 3 possessions.
Number 21, Brian Francis, the kickoff.
Elliott and Spoon back for the Huskies.
Number 19, Keenan Witherspoon. And number 21, Drake Elliott.
Wilkes Central has it teed up, ready to go. 8:43 to go, 19-15 lead for the Huskies. And it's a squib kick once again, and it's going to be taken by Austin Poe at the 20. And he goes up the middle of the field. He cuts it back. He's got a blocker and the kicker. He is down the sideline, all the way down, and Austin Poe, that is the first Husky touchdown return since Judd Price returned one.
Yeah, and that's been at least 3 or 4 years. And the reason we know that, we talked to the coaches about it last week. You've seen it. That is definitely the first kickoff return by an Ashe County football team in about 4 years.
Yeah, because we said, we've given them up. When have we were going to run one?
Yeah, and I'm not quite sure, but I believe he picked that ball up at about the 30-yard line, and he went 70
He picked
yards.
that right at the 20.
Okay, so we'll give him 80 yards. Good job of blocking. And Drake Elliott, what can we say about him? He got out in front and led him into the end zone because the kicker did have a chance, and Drake blocked him on, and he just got in the end zone. Big answer by this Husky team right there.
Does look like Coach Hampton's going to go for 2, leading 25-15.
Ashe County to attempt a 2-point conversion.
4 wide receivers, Cox and Krause in the backfield. I'm going to motion Witherspoon. And they're going to throw it out to Krause out of the backfield, and he stays on his feet, cuts it back, and he's going to get in for the conversion. That was all Bowen Krause right there.
Yes, sir, that was all Bowen Krause. And I thought this guy was going to come in and mark him short, and I might have yelled here, and it's probably not a good place to
Let's
yell.
not yell on this side, Mark.
Not on this side, but anyway, great effort by Bowen Krause right there to get in for the 2-point conversion.
So let's take another look at that instant replay of that Austin Poe touchdown return on our Greens Excavating instant replay.
Okay, your Ashe County Ford Drive summary. It took one play, actually, kickoff, 70-yard kickoff return by Austin Poe. Bowen Krause runs in the 2-point conversion. Or, excuse me, Cox's pass to Bowen Krause for a 2-point conversion. And with 8:30 left until the half, that brings your score. Your Ashe County Huskies 27, Wilkes Central Eagles 15.
So, yeah, I think when we were talking to the Husky coaching staff, they said it was Judd's sophomore year that he did that. So
they did.
Gee, that's been a few.
Yes,
that's been a while.
At least 4.
Yeah, at least
4 years. So
that was at Watauga, maybe.
Maybe so. I believe it was. But
Correction number 14.
who else would you expect to do it? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
He was-
yep, just tremendously athletic, and I tell you, and I'm sure they was told they done a good job. Just let that thing squib on back there to
Yes,
Mr.
let it go on back to Mr. Poe. Peterson's got it teed up here with 8:30 to go in the first half. And they're going to pooch it, and it goes out of bounds, and they will take it out to 35. They listened to me.
Well, now they could make them re-kick it if they want to
could.
return. They could. Let's see if they. I think he's going to make them re-kick it because he probably knows Coach Hampton don't want to kick that ball to them.
Yeah, he's going to make them re-kick it.
We'll see what happens here. And actually, he probably didn't want him to kick it out of bounds.
I think he kind of caught the side of that football.
Like we done early in the game, just sort of try to kick it to a corner, keep it high, and let us get down there and see if we can keep them on one side of the field. But yeah, very, very smart job here, or decision here by Coach.
Because now they got to kick from 35.
Yep, by Coach Turner here. Very good job. He knows that we don't want to kick that ball off to them athletes back there.
There's a big void in between those. Well, now they're going to come up a little bit. They're going to stand on about the 20. And a high kick. And it's going to be taken out to 25. This could be dangerous if he gets outside. He cuts it back, and the Huskies are going to corral him.
Yeah, good job there. Good job covering that kick right there. Got a lot of bodies down there, and they just hung in there and done their job. Good job there by the Huskies.
Seen Blevins being the last one to get up off the pile.
Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, that kid likes contact. That's about all you can say. Now, let's see if this Husky defense can get their feet back under them, though, because this last drive that Wilkes Central offensive line had a good series.
In the gun, they're going to check the play from the sideline. Going to motion a man across, and they're going to throw, and they're going to overthrow everybody.
Yeah, and like we say, 2 passes, 2 shots. Pretty decent coverage there by Andrew Peterson that time.
He got picked on a little bit last week.
He did get picked on a little bit last week, and he sure did. So kudos to him right there. Much better job right there. You know what, Elkin, he got picked on a little early, and then he
did. Yeah, he settled down
in the second half. So, and one thing, unless I'm wrong, Mr. Peterson's a sophomore.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he sure is. Huskies almost jump off sides. Slow handoff, and it's going to be taken by Morris, and he cuts it back. And man, every time he gets the football, it just scares you to death.
Yeah, every time he gets the football, it's a chance for him to take it to the end zone. One thing I noticed here, and I mean, not to make excuses, maybe we're getting a little tired here before the end of the half, but we're starting to hit this young man high, and you ain't going to hit him high.
No, you'll just bounce off.
You're going to have a hard enough time wrapping your arms around them thick legs of his and getting him down.
Hand off to Morrison once again. He goes right side, and Gabe Bear right there.
Yeah, he made the tackle there, but where did he
hit him high.
Up around the shoulder pads? I mean, you know, but like we said, he's a tremendous runner here. Let's just see, and we've talked about this a whole lot this year. This Husky defense has been sort of the bend but don't break mentality.
Eagles quick to the football. 2nd and 6. Huskies jump all sides once again. Yeah, I mean, we do the same thing, so you think they'd be used to it.
Yeah, and we do the same thing. And like I said, talking to Coach Hampton last night, they do that, and they've done it all year, so you know they've seen it on film. You just got to be disciplined right there and watch the football.
Second and 1.
Going to be 2nd and short. We're going to call it 2nd and 1 for the Eagles. Low snap, going to be picked up by Hayes, and he's going to have the first down, and he's going to not get much more than that.
Yeah, pretty decent job there. He got, 3 yards, so that's a pretty decent job. One thing I was going to mention, noticed here the snaps have been off the last couple of times, and that's knocked Wilkes Central's timing off a little bit.
Yeah, that snap took a while to get back there.
It did. Actually, the first one where you were talking, Joe Ray actually took the snap. It was so slow. So.
Much better snap, and Hayes going to keep it once again, and he's going to be taken down by J.J. Manning.
Yeah, and this offensive line is opening some creases now, and he hit that crease hard, and they're starting to get their feet up under him here, and they're playing much better offensively.
1st and 10 from the Husky 24. 7 minutes to go in the first half. Takes the snap, hands it off to Morrison left side, and he gets tripped up. Colby Baldwin.
Come in there and got his feet. Good job by Colby right there. Of course, he might have picked up a yard right there, but that's a big play on first down.
2nd and 9 now for the Eagles. And one thing we can say that we don't say a lot, Mark, the Huskies will get the ball started second half.
Yeah, they will.
We don't say that very
we don't. So evidently they lost the
evidently
toss and Wilkes Central deferred, but anyway, or they won and took the football. But yeah, we're going to get the football, and we don't get the year right.
Hayes looks throw, pump and go. He's got a man, and he held him, but nice break up.
That's a nice job. Really, he should not have threw that football into double coverage right there.
We may have got away with a hold.
Yeah, we might have, but anyway, did they call it?
No, they didn't call it.
Anyway, and nice job by J.J. coming over to help too.
3rd and 9 now for the Eagles. Ball sits on the 23-yard line. I feel like regardless what happens here, they're probably going to go for it on 4th down.
Oh, yeah, and I tell you what, we hold them out right here with 6 minutes so or left. That could be really huge.
Huskies do lead 27-15 with 6:10 to go here in the first half.
It looks like they're going to bring some pressure right here. And they are definitely playing this. The play
clock's not even running.
Running on the field.
They're going to get all the time they want. And that's the last time out, yeah.
But this is a pretty big play, so he wants to make sure he's got the right play call.
And I've just noticed, and I remember it from the last time we were here, they only have a play clock on one end of the field. No, there's the other one. Okay.
Yeah, they do.
I guess they're just not working.
But it seemed like they were working earlier.
Yeah, it seems like every week, no matter where we're at, home,
and
here,
I think with the new
40-second
clock,
no one's worked.
No one knows how to use it, and I think the officials get aggravated with it and just tell them we're going to keep it on the field. I think that's the problem.
I think so. And we've talked about it. Neither one of us are really a fan of the 40-second play.
No, and you know, most of the coaches you talk to don't really like it neither.
I'll tell you one who probably loves it. That's Hobbick.
Yeah, Hobbick probably loves it. But I know, well, just speaking for Coach Hampton, he can't stand it. He thinks it slows the game down too much.
Elkin now leads 27-14 down in Hayes. Starmounts up 21-0 over West Wilkes. East Wilkes still leads 20-13. And Avery still leads 7-0.
Okay. See if we can get a stop.
So it's 3rd and 9 here for the Eagles. Ball on the 23-yard line, handoff to Morrison, left side, and Huskies tackle him.
Not a bad job right there. He's going to get a few, so it's going to bring up 4th and about 4 here. And I mean, you know they're going to go for it. This could be a key point in the game here. You could hold them and possibly score again, but you're going to take a whole lot of momentum.
A good tackle by Treadway coming from the backside.
Yeah, Treadway, and it looked like he had a little bit of help from Baldwin there too. But yeah, just a great job by the offense or defense right there.
4th and a long 5 for the Eagles.
Come on, boys, get set.
Big 4th down for both teams. Let's hope the Huskies don't jump off sides.
Yeah, you definitely don't need to do that.
Hayes in the gun, and he's going to run the option to the right. Once again, he's looking to throw it back. Huskies are right there. He's got nowhere to go. Big turnover on downs for the Huskies.
Absolutely. They roll the quarterback out, and we cover the one receiver. He's looking a little like he had an option to pass or run. We covered that receiver, and then the rest of them come up and just made a tremendous play right there. Let's circle that here in the first half. That's a huge stop by this Husky defense.
Huskies lead 27-15, and we'll take over on downs at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. Two-back set for the Huskies.
I do believe the Huskies do have all 3 of their timeouts, too.
Handoff is to Blevins on 1st down, and he's going to push the pile. He's going to pick up 7 yards.
There we say it again. I know one person that is very happy over there, and that's his daddy.
Yeah, Joe Mike is loving it.
Yeah, he likes to watch his boy run that football, and of course and he likes watching him play defense. But I bet he's tickled to death.
I bet he's eating popcorn and loving every minute of it. Cox in the gun, Krause in the backfield. 4 wide receivers for the Huskies. Cox looks to throw, and he's going deep down the sideline. He's got a man, and it's caught. And he is finally pushed out of bounds. That's J.J. Manning, I do believe, on that far sideline.
Yeah, this offense so far in this first half is really clicking. And let's talk about
that throw.
Talk about
on the money.
Dropping one, or who is it? Throwing a dime. That was a dime right there. Good job by Cox.
He dropped it in the bucket. That's what
you were doing. He sure did. That's just a great throw for what?
I'm going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Cox and Krause in the backfield once again. Handoff. Going to get it to Poe on the screen. He cuts back. He breaks 1, 2 tackles. Still on his feet, and he's going to be close to a first down. Looks like he's going to be just short.
Yeah, nice job there by Austin Poe. Of course, he's our Mr. Electric. Nice job, 2nd and short. So be interesting to see right here what to come up with. Good, like we said earlier, good
2nd short. Good time to take a shot.
Good throw away down this to take a shot right here.
4 minutes to go here in the first half. Huskies lead 27-15. They are driving left to right. Cox working the play clock a little bit. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, and he's trying to go down the sideline, nowhere to go with the football, and he's going to throw. That's a pretty good decision right there.
And I'll tell you why that's a good decision. He was really wanting to throw that ball to Weatherspoon on the other side, and the double coverage, and he rolled out and tried to get it to Poe. That's a very
and I think he threw it at his feet and just going to live to find another man.
Yep, and earlier in the year, he would have threw that ball into double coverage. Great decision by Mr. Cox right there.
3rd and short now for the Huskies. Handoff is to Krause on 3rd down. He's going to push the pile. Good job, that Huskies offensive line, just pushing the pile. The whole pile moved 5 yards.
It's like a rugby scrum, and we can't say it enough how much these young men have grown up.
Because we were pretty hard on the first few games of the year.
We were pretty hard on them the first 2 games of the year, and I tell you, they're playing some tremendous football right now. The whole team's just playing tremendous football.
3:16 to go here in the first half. Huskies lead 27-15. That's going to work the play clock a little bit. 1st and 10 from the 20. Cox looks to throw, takes the shot, but he gets it out to Ballard at the 5-yard line. He's fighting for yards. He's going to go down at the 4. Good job by Cox even getting rid of that football.
Yeah, and again, we're seeing this grow up right in front of us. I mean, you know, right there he got rid of the ball, took another shot. Good job by Ballard there.
At the Wilkes Central 4.
It is first and goal from the 4. 2:45 to go here in the first half. Huskies lead 27-15. Cox in the gun, 2-back set. Maybe try to get Blevins the football here.
Wouldn't be a bad call.
And to Blevins, he's got a huge hole. Ryan Blevins in for his first Husky touchdown.
Yes, sir. Nice 4-yard run. And as you said while you were calling it a huge hole, had a guy at the goal line, and he wasn't going to stop him. He just lowered his shoulders and got in there. So great job by the Huskies here after the goal line, or, well, the 4-down stance down here in the red zone, and just coming back and getting another score. But this is the Husky offense that we are used to seeing.
33 points in the first half.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx them, but we've played mistake-free so far.
Huskies are going for 2. Blevins in the backfield with Cox. And Blevins is going to keep it. He's powering through, and he is in. So the conversion is good. Huskies are now up 20 points, 35-15. And we'll take another look at that Ron Blevins touchdown run on our Greens Excavating instant replay.
Ashe 35, Wilkes Central 15.
Okay, your Ashe County Ford drive summary. The Huskies went 75 yards. It took them 7 plays. Ending in a 4-yard touchdown run by Ryan Blevins. Ryan Blevins also ran in the 2-point conversion. So with 2:27 left in the first half, that brings the score, your Ashe County Huskies 35, Wilkes Central 15.
Wilkes Central fans and
And
football
Mark, you
fans
hear an upset Wilkes Central fan yelling something about a coach. We both probably read it, but if you get a chance, everyone should read the article that Mike Kelly did on Coach Hampton this past week.
Yeah, or if you go to BlueRidge.com, you can also listen to it.
Yeah, that's just a great.
It is a very good article, and he deserves what he's getting. I mean, he's been here, and he's starting, hopefully building this program up to where it's consistent every year. He's done a tremendous job since he's been here. Him and Coach Piscopo, and of course he's had some change in the staff, but you know you still got Maley over there. You got a couple of young guys that have been great additions to the staff.
Oh yeah, they relate to those kids.
They do, and that's Avery Barr and Michael Elliott. Just do a tremendous job. Of course, we got a lot of football to play here.
And a high kick at the 20 is going to be taken down the sideline, and Huskies are going to tackle him at about the 32. And I think that's what they wanted to do last time.
Yeah, pin him over on one side and see if we can get there, and they've done a very nice job with that right there.
And Mark, I don't know, I'm sure they're tired, but from here you can kind of see Wilkes Central's got their heads down.
The
little air taken out of the
the body language is not looking good. That's a huge stop down here.
Huge stop on 4th down.
Just, if they score there, then we're still,
And then even bigger, we come down and we add a touchdown too.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's what we needed to do.
Be 1st and 10 from the 32 for the Eagles. Hand off to Morrison, right side, or left side, and he breaks through, and Bowen Krause finally tackles him down. He's still running hard.
Oh, yeah, and they opened a good hole. And it's like I said, we ain't got enough points yet. When you got him on the field, I mean, it's like you say, he's 1 play away.
First down.
Moves the ball into Husky territory all the way up to the 47-yard line. And they look to throw. They get it out on the quick screen to number 3, and he is down the sideline, and we may not catch him. He is gone.
And we haven't seen much of that. Just a quick little spurt screen. I mean, I didn't seen it on film yet, but that's a great play right there. Quick little screen, get you a block, put it out here to somebody, this athlete out here, and see what he can do with it.
Now we'll see if Wilkes Central goes for 2 or elects to kick the PAT there. Now 35-21, Huskies lead.
Yeah, and I mean, that's going to give, like we were saying, we were talking about the Wilkes Central sideline here, and that's going to give them a
That'll
little
pump you up.
momentum. And I mean, but now we got a minute 54.
3 timeouts.
We got 3 timeouts left. So.
Attempt the point after. Josh packed the hole.
And unless I'm mistaken, Mark, the Huskies have not been stopped tonight.
I think you're right, and it'd be big to tack one on right here. Of course, you're going to bring out your 2-minute offense and see if you can do something good here. Of course, you still need to be safe. You don't want to do anything to help them get a little more momentum here. But I say all that, and we know this coaching staff.
They're going to come out and just sling it.
With 3 timeouts, they're going to be aggressive.
The PAT is good, so Wilkes Central leads 35-22. Or excuse me, Ashe County leads over Wilkes Central 35-22. And while they get the kickoff teams, we'll see if we can get some other area scores. Your Miller Insurance scoreboard. Elkin leads North Wilkes 27-14. Of course, here in Wilkesboro, Ashe County leads 35-15. East Wilkes still leads down in Rhonda 20-13 over Allegheny. Starmount is taking it to Wilkes Central 34-6 in Millers Creek. And Avery leads Madison 7-0 at the half. Watauga leads St. Stephen's 26-14.
The kickoff for the Eagles. Back deep, Branch County.
Eagles have it teed up and ready to go.
Let's see if if Wilkes Central does anything here with their kicking game any different.
I think I would kick it away from Poe.
I think I would too. I mean, and then squib kick, because they're just sort of moving Poe around, and he's just coming and getting the squib kick.
Yeah. And they're just going to kick it to him. Going to take it at the 20. He's got blockers in front of him. Cuts back. Gets outside. He's at the 40. Spins around. And still on his feet. And he's going to get up to about the 37-yard line.
Yeah, another nice return right there. Like you said, they just kicked it right to him. So, great field position with 1:42 here left in the half. Of course, the Huskies up 35-22. They do have 3 timeouts. I look for them to be aggressive here and try to put some more points on the board.
Huskies will take over at the 42-yard line. 1:42 to go. They lead 35-22. Cox in the gun. Looks to throw on first down. He's got lots of time. Good pocket. And he rifles it at the 50 to Austin Poe.
Nice job there. Of course, he threw that ball low. Good job by Poe to go down and get it. And, of course, we're hurrying here a little bit, but still got plenty of time. So that brings second and about 3 yards.
Cox in the gun. 4 wide receivers. Looks to throw. He's got pressure, and he gets it out to J.J. Manning. Good pickup, and it will be enough for the first down.
Yeah, nice job right there. Of course, that outplay that they do run a lot. Good, even better job, got the first down by a whole lot, steps out of bounds, stops that clock, so you still got all 3 of your timeouts.
It does stop the clock with 1:06 to go. 1st and 10 from the Wilkes Central 41-yard line. Looks like Wilkes Central going to bring some pressure. And Huskies pick it up right across the middle. It's to Ballard. He is at the 25, still on his feet at the 20. And he may have got out of bounds.
Yeah, but, they're going to stop it to set it. We could use the timeout here, and we're going to use the timeout here. Nice job by Ballard right there. Good throw. Another good throw by Cox. Give that line some credit, giving him time. Nice 20-yard pickup right there. So, like I said, we're going to use one of our timeouts here. We got 54.8 seconds left, and we're trying to get this ball in the end zone again.
Yeah, they're going to take a timeout with 54 seconds. Ashe does lead 35-22. And we talked about it a little bit before. Scoring here would be huge right before the half, because we do get the football to start the second half.
The football to start the second half and take the momentum back a little bit here.
Yeah.
This week in the conference.
See if any other area scores have changed.
Coming Tuesday, the 22nd.
Elkin still leads 27-14.
Make sure you
Like any scores have changed. A lot of games are at halftime right now. Watauga leads 33-14 now over St. Stephen's in the second quarter. So 54.8 seconds to go here in the first half. Huskies with the football on the Wilkes Central 18-yard line.
And, of course, with 54 seconds, it'll be interesting to see if they try to sneak a run in here.
Yeah, because with 2 timeouts, you definitely got an opportunity to do that. Looks like Wilkes Central's going to bring pressure right up the middle. Huskies pick it up. They throw it to the end zone. Back shoulder throw. Wow, that was dangerous.
Yeah, well, I was worried that he didn't put enough air under it, but I tell you what, he put it right where it needed to be, and we just didn't come down with it.
Coverage on the play by
It'll be 2nd and 10 now. You got to say Cox's accuracy tonight's been spot on.
Oh, yeah, it's been spot on. He's been very accurate tonight.
3 wide receivers, manning the lone receiver to the top. Ballard, Spoon, and Poe to the bottom. Throw on 2nd down. He gets rid of it out to the corner, and it falls incomplete.
Dawson Cox.
Yeah, and we had, of course, a little bit of coverage there, but just off a little right there. Now we got 44 seconds left here, 3rd down. And, of course, 2 down territory. But you don't want to leave them no time, neither,
No.
if you don't have to.
Would you run the football here, Mark?
You could with 2 timeouts, see if you can sneak a run.
Would you?
Would I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, I bet you would. 'Cause I don't think they're thinking run right now.
Of course, I'm going to do this, and he can listen to it and just be aggravated. And I like Drew Piscopo, but me and him don't see eye to eye on sometimes.
No, Wilkeson's going to bring pressure off the edge once again. Huskies pick it up, throw it up to Austin Poe, and it falls incomplete. Good throw, just couldn't come down with it. Good coverage.
Great throw, but you got to give the Wilkes DB there great coverage to stay with Mr. Poe right there and knock that ball away. So now you got 4th and 10 here. And you need to pick up the 4th down. You still got 2 timeouts, so you can get the 1st down here. You can throw it anywhere you want to.
4th and 10 from the 18-yard line. Cox looks to throw on 4th down.
He's got him.
Throws it back across the middle. He's got it complete down to the 5-yard line. Huskies take a timeout. J.J. Manning on the reception.
Yeah, you can't say enough how big J.J.'s played this year. I'm so happy to see it. That kid's hung in there and worked really hard.
Such a good kid.
And he's a great kid. So, like you say, big 1st down right there. So now you're down to 1 timeout. And you got the ball on the 6-yard line with 31.2 left.
Ashe County does take a timeout, leading 35-22 from the Wilkes Central 6-yard line. We got 1 timeout left. Mark, we hadn't really talked about it. It's a little chilly here tonight in Wilkesboro.
It is a little cool, but I'd say it's a whole lot chillier up on the mountain.
I'm glad we're in Wilkesboro tonight.
Yeah.
And I'm glad next week we'll be back in the booth.
Yeah, we will be back in the booth next week. So.
Of course, after tonight, Huskies do have back-to-back home games.
Yeah, conference season winding down. Of course, this is a huge conference football game. And one thing we talked about earlier, like the East Wilkes game being a 1A battle, with it being a split league.
This is a big 2A.
This is a big 2A game. We got a 2A win last week against North Wilkes, so you need to win the 2A games when you play them.
Right now, Elkin is beating North Wilkes as well. First and goal from the 6, 31 seconds to go. Cox hands off to Blevins. He's got a big hole. He's going to get in for the Husky touchdown. Ron Blevins back-to-back touchdowns.
Yes, sir, absolutely. Great job again by the offensive line, and he just hit.
You think Piscopo hurt us?
Maybe he did. I doubt it. Maybe it's just a good hard run by Mr. Blevins.
The Huskies now lead 41-22, and we'll see if they're going to go for 2. Looks like they are going to go for 2. Ballard comes back on for the Huskies. Blevins stays in the backfield with Cox. 4 wide receivers. Cox looks to throw and throws to a wide open man. Thomas Ballard was wide open.
He sure was. And again, and you're watching him grow up, Dawson Cox took another shot and he laid that ball in there. Great job by Dawson.
Conversion is good.
So Huskies lead 43-22 with 26.7. That's a lot of points and a half right there, Mark.
It sure is a lot of points and a half right there. So, but I'm going to say it. You got 20s, and you know how I am. You got 26.7 seconds.
Don't give up something big on their kick return.
Something big on the kick return and let them have any momentum going into the half because you just took it back from them.
Yeah. We'll take another look at that Ryan Blevins touchdown run on our Greens Excavating instant replay.
Okay, your Ashe County Ford drive summary. The Huskies went 57 yards in 8 plays. It ended in a 6-yard touchdown run by Ryan Blevins. 2-point conversion was good also. It was a pass from Dawson Cox to Thomas Ballard. So with 25.6 seconds left in the half, that brings your score, your Ashe County Huskies 43, Wilkes Central Eagles 22.
And number 3, Kerry Hayes.
And kickoff, middle of the field, takes a bounce. They're going to pick it up at the 20. He tries to bounce it outside. And Huskies going to tackle him at the 24-yard line. Ron Blevins may have just ran a touchdown, but then comes back, makes a tackle on special teams.
Makes a tackle on special teams and all kinds of tackles on day. He's playing a whale of a football game out here tonight, like a lot of them are. So good job here. Like I said, 20 seconds. Don't give up anything big. I would think we're going to back up. And, of course, they may throw it some here, you would think, maybe, but they do not have any timeouts. So, just don't let them get anything right here.
20.2 to go here in the first half. Hayes in the gun. And he looks to throw. They're going to hand it off to Joe Ray Morrison, and he's going to run through his own blocker and more, and finally going to be tackled.
And that's a pretty good, daggone good call right there. I mean, you got Joe Ray back there, and you run the draw because we're playing. We were 40 yards off the ball with our secondary and stuff, so he's going to get some. We give the Husky defense some credit. They come up and made tackle.
10 seconds to go. They're going to get to the ball and spike it. Now, we went through this a couple of years ago at Elkin, and they told us we couldn't spike the ball in the gun.
And I've done this for 15 years. You can't spike the ball in the gun as long as you go straight to the ground with it like he done. So 5.4 here. Of course, Eagles got no timeout, so you're probably looking at one more play. And
got to keep an eye on Joe Ray.
Got to keep him out of the end zone here.
4 wide receivers for the Eagles, and he's going to roll to his right. Looks to throws it back, it's complete, and makes a tackle, and that will do it for the first half. So at the end of the first half, the Huskies lead 43-22, and we'll be back for the second half in the Sky Zone HD Game of the Week.
Ashe County Ford in downtown West Jefferson wants to be your first and only choice for all your automotive needs. They offer a lifetime warranty on most of the vehicles they sell. They offer the best prices on new Fords and pre-owned vehicles. Service, parts, or body shop repairs. And locally owned and operated with the friendliest and best staff, they are your answer for anything automotive you need. The High Country's Ford dealer since 1919. Ashe County Ford. You make the drive, we'll make the deal.
When it comes to insuring your home, business, automobiles, and property, you want an agency you can depend on. Miller Insurance has been serving this region for more than 60 years and are proud to now represent Everett Cash Mutual, which specializes in insuring farm property, equipment, livestock, and more. Before you renew your insurance policies, give us a call at 336-246-7151 or come see us in downtown West Jefferson. Miller Insurance is proud to be your hometown insurance agency that supports our hometown teams.
Good evening and welcome back to the Sky Zone HD Game of the Week here at Wilkes Central High School. I am Dusty Farmer, along with me as always the man, the myth, the legend, Mark Hudler. Ashe County leads 43-22, and Mark, Ashe County played almost a perfect first half.
Yeah, pretty daggone good first half here by the Huskies. Of course, 21-point lead at the half, but you got a lot of football to play here. We know this team can be explosive, Wilkes Central. One thing is, though, that I do like, of course, 21 points, it's not over. But one thing, if we can keep Joe Ray in check and stop the big plays, I I don't know how effective they can be passing. They got athletes and can be. I'm not saying that, but we just got to continue to play the second half. And lack of a better way to say it, come out here hungry and not be fat and happy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And look to go, win another big conference game and continue your winning streak.
Number 21, Brian Francis.
Drake Elliott back deep for the Huskies.
Back deep for the Huskies, number 21, Drake Elliott.
And it's an onside kick. It takes a bounce, and Wilkes Central almost had it, but it went out of bounds.
Now and you know what? That's
a good call.
That's a pretty good play call here, or call here by this Wilkes Central coaching staff here at the end to look to get some momentum back. It didn't work out for them, but like you said, it was awful close to working out for them. Huskies going up with great field position. They need to take advantage of this.
Yeah, Ashe County tried to cover it, but that thing took a perfect bounce and went right over the lineman's
head. Did, and it looked like the Wilkes Central guy had a shot at it, and he just missed it, and it went out of bounds.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Husky 48-yard line. Cox in the gun along with Kraus. Handoff is to Kraus on 1st down. He cuts back across the 50, 40, dances around, gets a block, and might have lost a few yards after the little dance there.
He tried to, of course, he's a jitterbug. He hits it hard, but then he tried to jitterbug there, but that's a good positive gain here on 1st down to start the second half. He ended up still getting about 5 yards there, so good job by Kraus and this offensive line again.
2nd and 5 from the Wilkes Central 47. Cox and Kraus in the backfield, 4 wide receivers for the Huskies. And they get it to Kraus out of the wheel. He is wide open at the 30, 25. Going to be tackled at about the 23-yard line.
I tell you what, we've got this Wilkes Central defense off balance, too. Right there, he just come out the backfield wide open on the wheel route. Another good throw by Cox, and great job right there.
One thing about this Husky offense, no one else in the conference, this is the only time these teams see it, and it's hard to prepare for.
Well, reading doing a little research before the game, of course, and reading the Wilkes Central paper, it's like Coach Turner said, this is something we don't see all year.
4 wide receivers, and they're going to motion out, and they get a screen to J.J. Manning, but Wilkes Central covers it well.
Yeah, we just actually pretty good play call with them coming, and we just didn't get one block out there to give the defensive linebacker there just made a great play, got us back behind the chains here to a couple yard loss right there.
2nd and 12 from the 26 now.
Play. 2nd and 12.
10-15 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Huskies lead 43-22. And they motion Witherspoon across. Cox looks to throw on 2nd down. He's going to the end zone and just overthrows. Good throw, though. Just overthrew him a little bit.
Just takes just a tick off that ball, and he drops another one right in there. Trying to see who it was intended for.
J.J. Mann.
Looked like, J.J. Mann there. But like I say, we just barely missed right there. So we got 3rd down and 12 here. Of course, we're in 2-down territory right here, so you ain't got to get all of it.
3rd and 12 for the Huskies, 9:57 to go in the 3rd quarter. 4 wide receivers once again for the Huskies. Looks to throw on 3rd down. He's got pressure. He steps up, takes off. And he's going to puts his head down. He's going to get the 1st down, or at least it's going to be really close.
Scrambling close to a
Cox taking off there.
Looks like they're going to give him 9 yards. And again, we said it the whole first half, another great decision by him. He got some pressure. Wilkes Central done a good job covering us up with their secondary that time, and he just run in there and got 9 yards. And, of course, like we've said, the last 2 years, the Husky quarterback has not run a whole lot, but they've run effective when they needed to.
Yeah, they've ran smartly the last few years. Two-back set now for the Huskies. Handoff is to Blevins, and he is going to, it looks like, get the first down. It's going to be really close, and they pushed at the end and got it.
He got it on second effort right there in this offensive line also. But another good job right there. Good first down pickup, and keep the clock moving, keep the chains going, and see if we can stick it in here again.
9:06 to go here in the third quarter. Still a 21-point lead for the Huskies. The Huskies are trying to add to it. 1st and 10 from the 12. They still can't get a first down.
The ball spotted at the Wilkes Central 12.
Back to four wide receivers.
We got a flag back here on the umpire. I don't know. I think one of the must have been some talking to him. He threw that thing pretty high, though.
Yeah, he did. He wanted everybody to see that play.
Yeah, whoever, whatever they said, he didn't like it.
And it's a personal foul. Unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, looked like it was a Wilkes Central player in his.
I guess that's half the distance.
Yeah, that's half the distance in this situation. Well, no, it was 5 yard. We still can get a first down. So, but yeah, right there. No, I'm sorry, it is half the distance. You're right, and. But he did not like what he said, whatever it was.
So it'd be 1st and goal from the 6 now. Or, no, excuse me, 1st and 6 from the 6.
1st and goal at the 6.
Yeah, they should have the chains down.
Cox looks to throw. He's got pressure. Gets away. Scrambles on. Almost throws back. Now he's just going to have to turn it upfield, and good, smart decision. Just turn it up and pick it up what he can.
Yeah, I mean, and look like again.
He wanted to throw that back, didn't he?
He wanted to throw that football, but sometimes there's a good time to eat that football, and he actually done a good job when he decided, okay, I need to, and picked up 2 yards right there. So good job by Mr. Cox. No, he lost.
Second down now for the Huskies. Ball on the 10-yard line. Cox hands off to Krause. He hits the hole hard. He's not going to get. He's going to get about 5 yards.
Yeah, of course that was what going to bring up 3rd down. So he got a good chunk of that what we lost back right there. So, and like you said, just a good hard run by Bowen right there. And again, we're in two down territory here.
Looks like it's about 3rd and 4. The scoreboard says 3rd and 6, but the ball's just on the 6-yard line.
I think the chains should be down.
And they throw it back, and it falls incomplete.
Dawson Cox pass intended for number 19.
And from where the chains is at, it looks more like it's 4th and about 4 from the 6. I think we can still get a first down.
I think they should have the chains down. I'm not sure, but it's been weird the whole time. So,
because I think on the unsportsmanlike, it just moved it half the distance, and
but a big 4th down play right here.
Either way, it's 4th down for the Huskies. Cox looks to throw on 4th down. He's got pressure. He takes off, throws it back across his body, and it falls incomplete. And the Eagles will take over. And Cox a little slow to get up, but he faced a lot of pressure that series.
You got Cox took some shots in there tonight, so a decent drive for the Huskies here. Big stop by the Wilkes Central defense here. I guess the best thing we done there is we took some time off the clock, but we sure would have liked to finish that with a touchdown on the opening drive here in the second half. But anyway, you got to give Wilkes Central some credit. Now this defense has got to play.
Yeah, we use up about 5 minutes of clock here. Hand off to Joe Ray up the middle. Man, he's just always one tackle away.
He is, as you said, one tackle away, one time handing it to him away. He's really talented.
Before he's brought down by Gabe Bear.
2nd and 2 now. Gabe Bear on the tackle for the Huskies.
2nd and 2.
Ball at the Wilkes Central 14-yard line. Hand off to Morrison once again, and he cuts it back. He will have the first down.
Once again on the carry up over the 20.
Yeah, nice job there. He picks up a first down. One thing, and I think we talked about it. Maybe we hadn't, but with the
Realty
21-point lead. We'll take this, them taking their time and
Yeah,
running the
they can
ball
just
and stuff
work it down the
and
field.
work it down the best they can, because this play is playing into our hands.
And the flag. False start against the Eagles.
on the field.
Didn't see a whole lot right there, but anyway, of course, and like we said, with the running game like that, they really don't want to be behind the chains.
16-yard line.
So the Huskies need to take advantage of a break right here.
It'll be 1st and 15 from the 16-yard line now for the Eagles. Clock's down to 6:15 to go here in the third quarter. Hayes in the gun. Morrison to his left. Handoff is to Hayes is going to keep it, and the Huskies are going to tackle him in the backfield.
Yeah, he was met by Ryan Blevins and
On the quarterback keeper.
Ball in there, and also Current, and he wasn't going anywhere. Nice job there by them three young men.
And long Eagle.
Still 2nd and 15. Hayes in the gun, takes the snap, hands it off to Morrison, left side. He cuts it back to the right, and the Huskies slow him down.
Once again on the carry.
And like I said, I mean, right now this Husky defense will definitely take 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Of course, 3rd down and 9 right here. I look for them to maybe take a shot right here. Of course, I would go back to that little screen pass, get it to an athlete out here. They had some success with that early in the first half.
Wilkes Central runs a player on late. 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Pretty quick third quarter. Hayes in the gun. And it's going to be that option play once again. And the Huskies try to wrangle him back. He takes it back, and he's got a lot of green grass in front of him. And he's finally pushed out of bounds.
I tell you what, and that's all Joe Ray Morrison right there. I mean, that's a great, 30-yard run. But again, I'm going to give his Husky defense some credit. I mean, J.J. Mann didn't give up on the play and ran him out of bounds over here. I thought he was going to take it to the house. And like we said, it's just that quick. So, anyway, good job by the Huskies here. Hold them out. They're not in the end zone yet, so we just need to bow our neck, and we've talked about this all year. They just sort of do bend but don't break.
1st and 10 from the 42. Low snap. Hayes is going to take off up the middle, and he's still on his feet, going to be tackled out of bounds by Gabe Bear.
Yeah, we missed a couple tackles right there. We could have got him down earlier. You got to get low on these guys, and I don't know if that was the play call or not, but with the low snap, he done a very good job of just taking it and go. Nice 9-yard pickup.
We'll go back to that Morrison run a minute ago. We had him in the backfield, 5 or 6 Huskies around him, and he just out-juked everybody.
He was pretty much wasn't going to be denied on that one.
And they look to throw, pump, and go. They got a man wide open, and it goes through his hands. Wow, he was wide open. He may have been too open.
He may have been, and the quarterback throwed it right in there. And, I mean, circle that play. Circle that play. That's a big drop right there, and, I mean, that's just flat out a drop. Of course, they've been run. They had us sucked in for that good play call, and he just dropped the football.
Yeah, we got sucked in big time in him, and he was wide open. It is still 3rd and 1 from the 33. 4:24 to go here in the third quarter. Hand off to Morrison right side, and he's going to have just enough for the first down.
2 yards right there. He does going to pick up the first down, but again, I'm going to say, hey, clock's ticking. That's what we want. I know we got a whole nother quarter here to go, but like you said, so far this
They're not going to beat us in one drive.
no, they're not going to beat us in one drive, and so far this third quarter has went quick.
It has, which is good. I mean, it's getting a little colder, so
Yeah, it
I'm
is.
okay with it going a little quicker.
Yeah, I am too. It is a little chillier out here, that's for sure.
Clock running, 4:16 to go. And off to Morrison. He evades another tackle. He turns it back, and he's headed for the end zone. And he's going to be finally pushed out of bounds at the 8-yard line.
Yeah, and I know he's a tough running back, but that's just not good tackling right there. We missed a couple of tackles back there, but you got to give Joe Ray a lot of credit. He's just, I've said it 100 times, he's awful tough.
Number 19, Keenan Witherspoon.
Be first and goal now for the Eagles from the 8-yard line.
First and goal, Eagles.
He's going to keep it up the middle on the keeper. And Huskies are going to stop him at about the 4-yard line.
Yeah, just another one of those quarterback power plays is what I call it. And nice job. Of course, they're just going to try to get it in here. And I tell you, this is going to be a big score right here for this team if they can get in. You know, they got a little momentum. They stopped this Husky offense for the first time tonight.
3:40 to go in the third. He's in the gun, takes the snap, and he's going to roll, looking to throw, and there comes the Husky pressure.
And I tell you what, and that's Blevins again. They have tried that play twice, and it's not went for nothing. If I've got Joe Ray Morrison in the backfield, he's going to be a tired young man, especially down inside the 4-yard line. He's getting it every time.
Yeah, that was Ryan Blevins and Gabe Baird. They both blitzed, and they met at the quarterback.
And looking for, we stopped them down here in the red zone a while ago. That's a big play right there. I don't know what's going on. We're having a discussion here with the referees.
False start.
False start. So, okay.
I was wondering why the clock had stopped.
Yeah, I hadn't seen a flag yet. Well, yeah, I do. I see one over here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So it was a false start.
I think they said over the thing illegal formation, but
okay, yeah, that is the signal for illegal formation. Because I was wondering why they didn't stop the play. So we got illegal formation. Good job by Coach Hampton. He declined the penalty. We'll take the loss.
Third and goal.
And third and goal here from the 12-yard line.
Third and goal from the 12. Just under 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Huskies lead 43-22. Hayes takes a snap, looks to throw. Now it's a delay handoff to Morrison. And he's trying to get to the sideline, and he's going to tackle from behind.
Very good job by the Husky defense there to corral him there and get him knocked down here at the 5-yard line. But I like that play call, Of course, we're respecting pass a little bit here on third down and 12. And then he just runs a draw, delayed handoff, like you said, and got it down to the 5-yard line. And if it's me, I'm sorry, he's getting it again probably.
Yeah, I would for sure. Fourth and goal from the 7. I don't know what the Husky sidelines want, but they're changing something up.
Yeah, they're looking at each other right now. But now he's going to call it. Wilkes Central's going to call a timeout here. So Wilkes Central is going to use a timeout. And this is a big play, though. He's got to know what he's going to do here. So here we're going to see, and maybe this Husky defense, because, like you say, they didn't look real settled lined up.
And that timeout will probably bring Coach Hampton's blood pressure back down because he was jumping up and down on the sideline.
Yeah, he's a very, of course, all of them are pretty intense people over there.
Score update from Hayes. Elkin leads North Wilkes 33-14. Updated again, 40-14.
Yeah, they've, like I said, they're just very, very good football team, athletic as they can be. Only lost 2 games all year, I think, or maybe 3. But very good football team. North, I expect them maybe to score a little more.
Watauga's up on St. Stephen 61-14.
This never changes, does it? They just keep rolling. Very good football team.
And Avery's up on Madison 28-0. So it's fourth and goal from the 7 for the Eagles. And they look to throw. They want to throw it back to Joe Ray. He is wide open, and it is a touchdown.
Good play call. They didn't hand it to him, but, of course, you expect him to hand it to him. Good play call by the Wilkes Central coaching staff here. Sort of rolled everybody away from it, and they just snuck him out of the backfield here. Big play there.
So makes your score Wilkes Central 28, Ashe County 43. We'll see if they come on for the extra point or go over 2. They're going to kick the extra point.
Brian Francis to attempt the point after.
Francis on for the PAT for the Eagles.
Snap the football.
High snap and the kick. It's a pretty good looking little kicker there.
Yeah, boy, good kick right there. Of course, like we said, that's a big kick right there. Extra points are all. Wilkes Central's got to have some momentum. They stopped this Husky offense. Very nice drive down the field and scored in their 14-point game. So here we go. This offense needs to come out here. They moved the ball, but they need to come out of here and finish the drive.
Yeah, and we wasn't one of those drives that was really killed by penalties or anything. It's just Wilkes Central just beat us up.
Yeah, toughened up in the red zone against us that time and just held us out.
So at a minute 53, Wilkes Central will kick off to the Huskies. Back deep for the Huskies is Elliott, and Poe is going to stand on the 20-yard line. Elliott's going to stand at about the 10.
Only $2. Hot dogs and pizza, only $1. Brian Francis to kick off for the Eagles.
Wilkes Central now has it teed up, ready to go. And the onside kick to this side. And Ashe County got real fortunate. I thought it was going to.
I don't know who recovered, but that's Jackson Crider. That's pretty good hands right there. Great job. He did go after the ball that time. So we're going to have, just like last time, had good field position. This defense held us out. I'm telling you, there's a lot of ball game left to go. We're going to have to score some more points here tonight.
So Ashe County will take over from their own 49-yard line. Good starting field position for the Huskies. 1st and 10. 4 wide receivers for the Huskies. Kraus in the backfield with Cox. Cox hands off to Kraus on 1st down. He goes left side. He's got a big hole. Gets the 1st down and more down the sideline. He's going to get down to about the... it was close to the 30-yard line. We'll see where they mark him out of bounds at.
Yeah, nice job by the offensive line. Good run by Kraus right there, and that's what we need to do. Of course, I guess I don't know if they're going to call him out of bounds. I think
like at the 35.
They're winding the clock here, so that's even better. We stay in bounds and run the football and keep that clock moving and see, like I say, we need some more points.
1st and 10 from the 35. Minute 35 to go here in the third quarter. Huskies lead 43-29. Hand off to Kraus once again, left side, and he's going to be tackled after about a 5-yard gain.
And we'll take it. Nice job right there. Another good job by this young front up there. And they do like to run the senior Baldwin side and Curran over there. And I said this the last 2 weeks. I love the way. Hope I don't jinx him. I love the way Bowen Kraus got 2 hands on the ball when he's in traffic.
Blevins checked in, 2-back set for the Huskies now. 53 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 2nd and 6. Blevins takes the handoff, puts his foot in the ground, and he's going to get it down to about the 25-yard line, close to a 1st down. Looks like it will be 3rd and short.
Yeah, he picked up a good 4 yards right there. Good job by Mr. Blevins. He had to break that one out a little bit. Kid's got a little bit of speed, so I don't know. I think we'll probably let the quarter run out here. If I'm guessing, we'll see what happens. But nice job so far on this drive. Last drive was good. The defense just stiffened up on us there down in the red zone. So,
yeah, I think we're going to let this quarter run out. 7 seconds to go here in the third. So at the end of 3, the Huskies lead 43-29. We'll be back with this fourth quarter, the Sky Zone HD Game of the Week, after the break.
Ashe County Ford in downtown West Jefferson wants to be your first and only choice for all your automotive needs. They offer a lifetime warranty on most of the vehicles they sell. They offer the best prices on new Fords and pre-owned vehicles, service, parts, or body shop repairs. And locally owned and operated with the friendliest and best staff, they are your answer for anything automotive you need. The High Country's Ford dealer since 1919. Ashe County Ford. You make the drive, we'll make the deal.
When it comes to insuring your home, business, automobiles, and property, you want an agency you can depend on. Miller Insurance has been serving this region for more than 60 years and are proud to now represent Everett Cash Mutual, which specializes in insuring farm property, equipment, livestock, and more. Before you renew your insurance policies, give us a call at 336-246-7151 or come see us in downtown West Jefferson. Miller Insurance is proud to be your hometown insurance agency that supports our hometown teams.
Welcome back to the Sky Zone HD game of the week as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Huskies lead 43-29. It is 3rd and 1 from the 26-yard line.
Yeah, big third down play here. We need to keep this drive alive and finish it with some points.
Cox in the gun with Kraus in the backfield, 4 wide receivers. And off is to Kraus, and he is going to have the first down.
Go down.
Number 7, Bowen Kraus.
Good job, Kraus, picking up the first down. Good job, that offensive line, that surge.
Once again, last surge there, and again, Kraus runs that ball hard in there. And just a great job here. And it looks like Coach Hampton has decided we're going to run.
We're just going to run the football, yeah.
The ball spotted up the Wilkes.
But you might be setting them up for something here.
You never know, yeah. First and 10 from the 22. Cox looks to throw. He's got pressure, and he's going to be taken down from behind. And that's the first sack of the night for the Eagles defense.
Yeah, first sack of the night. Like you said, that's a big sack, though. That's going to put us 2nd and 20 here, and now maybe more in a throwing type situation. But anyway, that's a huge sack, big play by this Wilkes Central defense here. And I'm telling you, if they get a stop here, boys, hold the phone. It's going to get tight.
11-10 to go here in the fourth quarter, 2nd and 19. Cox hands off to Kraus. He spins through the hole, and he's going to pick up maybe 3 or 4 yards.
Inside the 30, on about the 28, brought down by a couple of Eagles. Led by number 58.
Bring up 3rd and 16 from the Wilkes Central 28-yard line. 10:45 to go here in the fourth. Huskies trying to hold on down here at Wilkes Central. They lead 43-29.
You're in 2-down territory, so you don't need it all.
Cox looks to throw on 3rd down, and they set up the screen, and he just puts too much on it. Had it set up.
Yeah, had it set up. That looked like that was going to go pretty good, but we just didn't execute that right there. A little hot on the throw. Didn't execute it, so we're bringing up a big 4th and long right here. One bad thing here, too, is, of course, with the passes, you got to throw it. You got to try to win the ball game and try to get a first down. Too much time just to set on that thing, but it does stop the clock.
10:28 to go here in the fourth. 4th and 16 for the Huskies.
Give it to Poe.
Ball on the 28.
Here to Poe. You got him outnumbered.
And it's going to be a timeout. Ashe County. So they think Hampton's second guessing, or just didn't like what he's seen?
I don't think he's going to punt a football here. I mean, he's not going to gain a whole lot if he does. I just think he wants to he knows how big this play is. I just think they want to make sure that they got the play call they want and they got everybody on the same page.
With our banner sponsors,
See, we'll check any area scores here.
Custom Woodworking, Window World, Wilkesboro Baptist Church, Edward Jones, and Dr. Michael Andreski. Thank you for your support of Wilkes Central Athletics.
Elkin now leads North Wilkes 47-14. East Wilkes is up in Rhonda on Allegheny 41-34. Starmount, that's all over West Wilkes 34-6. But here at Wilkes Central, Huskies lead 43-29. It is 4th and 16 for the Huskies. Ball on the Wilkes Central 28-yard line. Cox in the gun, and now Wilkes Central's going to take a timeout. A little cat and mouse game here, Mark.
Yeah, I guess so. And, really, that's just pretty much a basic formation that we always run. Basically, that was our ace set, so that is our basic formation. I guess he just wants to make sure the same way as Coach Hampton. He knows how big this play is. One good thing is, though, Wilkes Central's got one timeout left in the ball game, unless I'm wrong. But I think he used the one in the third with a minute 58 left, and now another one here. So that could loom large later on in the game.
Yeah. 10:28 to go here in the fourth quarter. When we get back to action, we'll be 4th and 16 for the Huskies. All on the 28-yard line. They do lead 43-29, 14-point lead for the Huskies.
You had that screen pass set up.
Oh, they did, yeah.
There, go to it. I was going to say that they're back. Now they want trip sets. Of course, they got Poe over here tightened up. They're going to double Poe. But, they do got Poe over there. Let's see.
Cox in the gun, looks to throw. They're going to bring pressure. He's going to try to evade. He's rolling to his right. He throws back, and it falls incomplete. And he took a shot on that sideline. And he finally gets up. So the Eagles going to take over on downs.
Yeah, once again, after that big first half of scoring, Wilkes Central's come out here and held us on our two drives here in the second half, and that's what they want to do. Of course, 10:21 left. We're up 14, and we've got to play because, like you say,
we need to stop.
Big time. And, Joe Ray could take this thing, 72 yards here in a hurry.
In the blink of an eye. 1st and 10 from the 28. They do hand it to Joe Ray. He gets through the first line. He's in the secondary. He's got no one in front of him, and he's finally going to be run out of bounds by J.J. Manning.
Up over the 45.
He's just so dangerous in that backfield, Mark.
Oh, yeah, he is. And,
and he stops the clock.
He does stop the clock. Good job there getting out of bounds, stop the clock. I'm telling you now, this is what we expected. So it's a rivalry game, and it's a huge game for conference standings.
1st and 10, Joe Ray once again. He's across the 50 into Husky territory.
Inside Ashe County territory to about the 40.
10 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Huskies lead 43-29. Blevins on the tackle once again for the Huskies.
2nd and 4.
And the quarterback's going to keep it up the middle, and he's not going to get much, maybe a yard or two.
Yeah, good job right there. So we're looking at, a huge 4th down play right here because, they're going to go for it. But if this Husky defense can get a stop right here, this will be big.
3rd and 3 for the Eagles.
3rd and a short 3 for the Eagles.
Clock still running, just over 9 minutes to go. Wilkes Central is going to go under center. They don't do that very often. There's going to be a pitch out to Morrison, and he was tackled in the backfield. Drake Elliott.
That was 3rd down. Now, we blitzed it right there. Drake Elliott made a huge play. I'm sorry, I was mixed up there. That was 3rd down. Big play on 3rd down. So now you've got a 4th and 4 right here. That's a really big play right here.
Be 4th and 4 from the 47-yard line. Big 4th down. Huskies are outmanned on this side. And Hampton's going to call a timeout.
Coach Hampton definitely seen that. We were not lined up, and we were definitely had nobody covering 12 over here on this side, and Coach Hampton spotted it and used the timeout right there.
Take a look at some other area scores during this timeout. On your Miller Insurance scoreboard, Elkin leads North Wilkes 47-14. East Wilkes is starting to open it up over Allegheny 48-34. Starmount all over West Wilkes 34-6. Avery's up 42-0 over Madison right now.
Avery's had a great year.
And in the fourth quarter, Watauga's up 67-14.
I guess that's running clock, don't you?
I believe so. They're going to be home way before we are. So with 8:39 to go here in the fourth, Huskies trying to hold on. It is Wilkes Central football. Huskies lead 43-29. It's 4th and 3 from the Husky 47. Central in the gun. Looks like Ashe County's going to bring pressure. Mark's about to come out of the bleachers.
I told myself I wasn't going to do that this year.
And it's going to be a keeper up the middle, and the Huskies met him at the line, and he's going to be tackled for a loss.
Who made the hit? Ryan Blevins. 32, yes, sir. Looked like he was going to get it. Ryan come in there and filled that hole, son. He has played one heck of a football game, especially on the defensive side. The whole team's played very well, but Ryan Blevins made a well of a play right there. I mean, he took him on one-on-one, and he pushed him back.
Yeah, he did. He met him in the hole, just stood him up. So the Huskies will take over from the 45. Trying to get the first points of the second half.
Yeah, been sort of, defensive battle here in the second half so far.
Cox in the gun, hands it off to Kraus up the middle. 2 hands on the football, and he is going to pick up 8, maybe 9 yards. It kind of reminds me of that Elkin game. We come out and had the big first half, and then we didn't score in the second half, but held on the win.
Yeah, and I think now a lot of that had to do with we had to do some stuff. Peterson went out, and we wasn't expecting that, and that's when Kraus really come in and played a well of a game. But, and give the defense. The defense has played well this year all year long, and the offense, but just how about a team effort?
Absolutely. 2nd and 2 from the 47. And off to Kraus once again. He's got the first down and more, cuts it back up the middle. And, man, Mark, he's a little back, but he hits that hole hard.
He hits it hard. He's strong, and it's like you say, they probably lose him in there sometimes. And I'm going to say it again, we're going to jinx him here in a minute, but I love it when he's running that ball in the middle of the field. He's got 2 hands on the football.
It kind of looks like Darren Sproles going through there. He's low to the ground.
He's just done a heck of a job. 147 yards last week, and I don't know what he's got tonight, but he's had a well of a game.
Cox in the gun, hands it to Blevins, 32, and he's going to power his way down to about the 30-yard line.
Yeah, nice job. And, again, what can we say? Ryan Blevins really done a well of a job here tonight. And now we're seeing this Husky team use this play clock a little bit and stuff now, too.
Yeah, we're down to 7 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Huskies lead 43-29, trying to add to that lead. Trying to seal things up down here at Wilkes Central. Cox takes the handoff, hands it to Kraus once again. He dices his way into the red zone down to the 16, 17-yard line.
And we've got to say it again, this offensive line is dominating up front right now.
Yeah, they're just pushing them around.
And when we started this running game here, especially on this drive and the last drive, they are really they're just dominating up front right now.
Down to 6:23 to go. 2-back set once again for the Huskies. Hands it to Kraus once again. Big block by Ryan Blevins on the blitzer.
Yeah, Kraus sort of got stumbled up there when he started. He did get 2 yards, but yeah, you're right. Ryan Blevins picked up that blitzing linebacker, or Kraus would have been stopped dead in his tracks in the backfield.
Now, just one good thing about having Blevins back there, he's not a small youngin'.
Yeah, he's not tall, but he is thick and he is solid, and I think
tough as nails.
Yeah, and I've said this a bunch tonight. He loves contact. It don't matter where it's coming from.
2nd and 9 from the 17. 5:35 to go here in the fourth quarter. Huskies working this clock down, trying to get out of here with a win. Hands it off, fakes the handoff to Kraus, gets it on the screen to Poe. He makes one, two guys miss. He's still on his feet, stays in bounds. And he's going to be just short of the first down. Looks like it's going to be third and about 3, maybe 4.
Yeah, nice, safe little screen play to get it to your playmaker over there, and he done a good job to pick up 4 or 5 yards right, or 2 or 3 yards right there. And big thing is he stayed in bounds, and the clock's still moving.
Ashe County.
Yeah, 4:54 to go here in the fourth. Husky's still driving. 3rd and 5. Hand off to Blevins. He cuts it back, and he's going to be just short, maybe less than a yard short.
Number 51, Matthew.
Yeah, got about 3 yards there, needed 4, so we're 4th down here, and let's live this. Wilkes Central's stuffing up down here in these first 2 drives and stopped us. Big thing here is we've took a lot of time off the clock, but we'd love to get a first down right here and take more time off the clock and stick it in.
4:12 to go. 4th and 1. Hand off to Blevins. He makes one guy miss, cuts it back, and he's got the first down. It's going to be 1st and goal from about the 4-yard line.
Yeah, just another good job opening up a hole. Sort of closed up inside. Blevins broke it outside, and just a tough finish to run off with a tough 4-yard run there to pick up a huge first down. And this ball's on the 4-yard line now, and of course they're going to use all the time they can and try to stick it in right here and pretty much put it to bed.
3:43 and counting to go. 1st and goal from the 4 for the Huskies. Huskies lead 43-29, trying to add on to this lead, trying to shore this thing up. And off to Blevins once again, cuts it back. He is into the end zone. Ryan Blevins in for his 3rd touchdown on the night. With 3:27 to go in the 4th quarter, Huskies now lead by 20, 49-29. And you see the Wilkes Central fans starting to pack it up.
Yeah, they're starting to pack it up. 3:27 left here in the 4th quarter. Of course, we're trying to get a 2-point conversion here. That's a big score. I said we at least needed some points this half, and I'm hoping that'll do it.
Ashe County is going to go for 2. Trying to make this a 4-possession football game. Cox looks to throw and throws it back across his body, incomplete. So it'll be a 20-point lead with 27 seconds to go.
I just don't want them going towards Luke.
So it's a 20-point lead, 1st and 10, and Mark, that may have done it. We'll take another look at that Ryan Blevins touchdown run on our Greens Excavating instant replay.
Okay, your Ashe County 4 drive summary. It took the Huskies went 52 yards. It took them 9 plays. Ended in a 4-yard touchdown run from Ryan Blevins. The extra point was no good. So with 3:27 left in the 4th quarter, that brings the score. Your Ashe County Huskies 49, Wilkes Central 29. Here's your coach. I just come around and look and hope. Dum-dum, and I don't give your boy enough credit. He's straight up. But, he might holler something.
Huskies get ready to kick off here with 3:27 to go. 1st and 10.
Number 14, Andrew Peterson, the kickoff for Ashe County.
Peterson and on to kick the ball off for the Huskies.
3, Kerry Hayes. And number 6, Ethan Dobson.
And it's a short kick toward the sideline. It takes a bounce. Huskies about recover it. Gabe Bear just about came down and stole that one.
He sure did. Gabe Bear did about come down and steal that one there. Sort of almost come up with the ball right there. So here we go. We got 3:26 left. Wilkes Central's got 1 timeout left. We got a 20-point lead. We just need to be smart. And
Don't do anything stupid.
Don't do anything stupid. Keep playing football the way you've been playing because, like we said, this is a rivalry, and it can get heated. Hopefully it won't get chippy here at the end. But anyway, looks like the Huskies are, I ain't going to say it till it's over, but they're doing well of a job.
So looking ahead to next week, Mark, Huskies are home against West Wilkes.
Is it West Wilkes or East Wilkes?
Well, it's one of the Wilkes.
Yeah, we're on our Wilkes Central or our Wilkes County tour here. You know, when we started this, we play Wilkes County teams 4 in a row. But, yeah, and, I mean, another big conference game. They're all big.
Yeah.
So, of course, we know if it is West or East. They've not
We go either East or West and then East, and then the final game of the year at Starman.
Yeah. So, and, you know, both of them have not had a good year so far. But anyway, a lot of football to be played. And just hopefully this Husky team can continue to keep playing the way they're playing.
See if we can get any updates. We do have an injured Eagle down. Elkin leads 47-14 down in Hayes. East Wilkes is up on Allegheny still 48-34. Starmount's all over West Wilkes 34-6. I know, Mark, we've always had our eye on that East Surrey team ever since we've seen them scrimmage at the beginning of the year. They are up 42-0 on Winston-Salem Prep.
They're just tremendous. I mean, they are got 1A school, got 3 Division I players. I mean, it's just they're a tremendous football team.
Watauga still leads St. Stephen 67-14. The final in Marshall, North Carolina, Avery has beat Madison 42-0.
When play resumes, it'll be 1st and 10 Eagles at their own 31.
1st and 10 now for the Eagles. Takes a snap, rolls, looks to throw. He's going to keep it, take off, and Gabe Bear right there along with Ryan Blevins.
Yeah, nice job by them 2 linebackers in there again. He picked up about 4 yards. But the big thing here is tick, tick, tick on that clock.
Yeah, we're down to 3:14 to go here in the 4th. Oh, Ashe County about jumps once again. Down to under 3 minutes, 2:50 to go. Takes a snap. He's going to roll once again, look to throw. Being chased from behind, gets rid of it, and is intercepted by Peterson down the sideline. He cuts it back, and he may go all the way. It is a pick 6 for the Huskies.
And I tell you what, that is awesome for Andrew Peterson to get a pick 6 because like we talked about earlier, he's been picked on a little bit. He's gotten better as the year goes on, and that is just awesome. I mean, I can't say enough. I'm happy for that young man.
So that makes the score 55-29 Huskies. So now after he just ran that PAT or that pick 6 back, he's going to have to get out there and kick the football. Looks like they're going to go for 2.
So, yeah, it does look like they're going to go for 2 here. Interesting. See what happens here. But anyway, 2:33 left. That's huge. Of course, we had a pretty comfortable lead, 20-point lead, but that's just huge. And I'm so happy for Mr. Peterson.
Post splits out wide, way wide. Cox rolls, looks to throw, gets on the slant, hits it to Poe. He falls, and it is no good. I guess he couldn't come down with it. Yeah. Looked like he caught it from here, but we're a long ways away.
Yeah, it come out at the end. He had it for a minute there, but it did come out. Pretty nice throw there by Cox. Anyway, 2-point conversion, not any good.
55-29, Ashe County.
So with 2:33 to go, Ashe County is going to kick this football off with a 55-29 lead. And Mark, it got close-ish there for a little while. But, we've talked to several of the Huskies coaching staff throughout the week, and they were concerned about coming down here.
Absolutely. Why wouldn't you be? You know, like we said, you got Joe Ray Morrison. Of course, you know, both teams come in with the same overall record. And, of course, rivalry game, you're on the road, anything can happen. And and this is always a tough place to play. It don't matter, you know, if they've not won many games. But anyway, it looks like the Huskies, let's just say the Huskies are going to come out of here tonight with a monster Mountain Valley Conference win. They're going to continue their winning streak to 11 games, which, like we talked about earlier, that is definitely an Ashe County record for them as far as conference winning streak. So, and tell you what, they're going to take a big step in returning or defending their championship and winning it again. They're still going to be 1 game up, 2 games up on Wilkes Central, and 2 games up on a very tough Star Mountain team.
Yeah, we started out the season as they kicked the ball off 0-3. That really hard non-conference schedule that we play, as he's tackled at the 28-yard line. And now we've rattled off what will be 5 wins in a row.
Yeah, just like we said earlier in the game, this young football team has grown up in front of us. I mean, they're just playing tremendous football right now.
This is not the same team we've seen play at Avery.
No, absolutely not. And you know, like you said, and if people, which we've told people to get out and listen to the interview that Mike Kelly done with Coach Hampton, it's like he said, this team has grown up right before his eyes. And I mean, of course, they always work hard. We knew they were talented, and, man, they're just really playing well right now.
Huskies are in kind of a prevent defense. They've got Poe, and Wilkes Central don't have enough players out there. Got Poe back deep at safety, prevent nothing deep. Hand off up the middle. And Huskies are right there. Clock's going to continue to run.
Tackle and get up and keep your mouth shut and get this 2:15 off and then go have some fun.
So with 2 minutes to go, just over 2 minutes to go, we'll do our Dr. Pepper player of the game. And Mark, 3 touchdowns on the night, hadn't carried the football in varsity football, and he's got 3 touchdowns tonight. Ron Blevins.
And on a bunch of tackles on defense right down here when they've
big
got
4th down stop.
They got the ball game to 14 points. He just had a monster stop on 4th and 1. I mean, he filled the hole, but yes, sir. I agree with that. Ryan Blevins is definitely Dr. Pepper player of the game tonight, and I'll say this. Might give going to give a whole lot of kudos to that offensive line tonight. They've done a well of a job protecting Cox, and he had a very good game.
I started to say this could have been Cox's best game.
Yeah, but Ryan Blevins just really, like you say, inexperienced runner.
Next man up mentality.
Next man up mentality. This has just been a tremendous team effort by this team in the last 5 weeks.
Handoff on this sweep once again, and there's Gabe Bear. He ain't stopping. He's going to tackle him 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
He sure is, and they're going to keep playing, and but we're almost under a minute here, but this is just a huge win. Huskies going to leave out of here 5-3, and I believe 4-0 in the Mountain Valley Conference. And,
under a minute
let me add, in first place.
In first place in the Mountain Valley Conference with a. It's theirs to lose now.
It is theirs to lose. You're absolutely right. It is theirs to lose now.
Under 34 seconds to go. Handoff up the middle. A big hole. And Gabe Bear once again on the tackle.
Yeah, I think that's going to do it. I don't know if Wilkes Central will snap the football again or not. 23 seconds. Kudos to this Ashe County Husky football team. This coaching staff really
had them well prepared.
Well prepared. I can sort of tell from talking to Coach Hampton last night about the way he'd studied film and knew this offense that they were well prepared football team.
That's one thing that we probably don't talk about enough, how much they put into preparation, film preparation.
Try Saturday morning from 7:30 till about 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
So that will do it here at Wilkes Central. Huskies going to come away with a victory 55-29. For Mark Hudler, I'm Dusty Farmer. We will see you next week on the Sky Zone HD Game of the Week.